Welcome to my kitchen. My name is Sarah and I am a branch librarian for the Chicago Public Library. I am also a cookbook reviewer and I serve on the American Library Association RUSA Code's Best Cookbook of the Year Award Committee. Today I'm here to share with you one of our 2020 award winners. This is The New Homemade Kitchen by Joseph Schullender. This is a really fantastic book. It's filled with great ideas for fermenting, preserving, dehydrating, and so much more. I would highly suggest this book for anyone who's curious about how to make things for their pantry or where those items come from. Also, anyone who's looking for a new pandemic culinary adventure. Today, we're going to be making mustard. In the New Homemade Kitchen, there's a variety of different mustard variations. There's 3 base recipes, and then they give you a bunch of different ways to invent your own mustard. So I've experimented with the different ingredients and found my variation. I would encourage you to look through this list and play with this and then find the mustard that's right for you. I've done some experimentation and I found the recipe that's perfect for me, and that's what I'll be sharing with you today. Here's our ingredients for our mustard. The first thing we're going to start with is yellow mustard seeds. This is 3/4 of a cup. Now you'll see different mustard seeds at the store. Make sure you start with yellow. They're the least spicy. If you use a brown mustard seed, you might find that it's too spicy for you. So this is a great place to start. These are also a smaller mustard seed. They blend a little bit better and they make for a finer, smoother mustard. So those go in the bowl. Next, we're gonna add our vinegar. This is another variation that you can play with. This is apple cider vinegar and this is 1/2 cup. Next, we're gonna add our alcohol, and this is an IPA beer. This is 1 cup. Again, another thing you can play with. You can use wine, champagne. There's a wide variety of different alcohols you can use. This makes for a nice brown mustard, and it also helps with the fermentation because of the alcohol. Then next you'll need your sweetener. You can also use a wide variety of different sweeteners, honey, agave. Today we're going to be using brown sugar. This is 1 1/2 teaspoon. This is 1 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then finally, we're gonna add our spices. So this is a spice mix that I've developed for my palate. There's a lot of variations you can use. So this is a little bit traditional with a little bit of flair. So this includes clove, cinnamon, allspice, and then for a savory element, there's garlic powder and onion powder. And for this, we're gonna use 1 teaspoon. And then finally, to wrap it up, we're just gonna do a couple good grinds with your pepper grinder. And we're all set. We're gonna stir this up, cover it, and then leave it on the kitchen counter for up to 3 days. You can leave it for longer than 3, but 3 is just about right. Don't refrigerate. You can come and stir it occasionally if you'd like. And then what we have behind me is an already fermented mustard. So here we have the finished product. And as you can see, it's changed color it's gotten pretty dark because it's fermented. And the next step is we're gonna put this in the blender. I prefer using a blender because it absorbs all of this liquid when it is turning versus a food processor, which doesn't chop it up as finely. And just make sure you get all the spices from the bottom of the bowl and get everything into your blender before you start. here's our finished product. You might find that it has a little more liquid than what you wanted. You can strain some of that off, but it will solidify when it goes in the fridge and become firmer. You'll find that if it's a little spicy right now, that's fine. It will mellow out over the course of the first week. And then just put your mustard in an airtight container and it'll stay fresh for 6 months in your fridge. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the new homemade kitchen and making fun recipes from this book. Also embedded in this video is a link to the rest of our Best of 2020 cookbooks. Please check those out and enjoy them, and thank you for joining me today.